It's finally time for the good game.
Welcome to Bubsy 2.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, we already did the first one. There he is. What's even happening in this picture? It's this game has a 2-player mode. We'll probably read about it in the manual. It's a little brother mode. The very essence of it. Here's a
Oh, it's
comic.
not like 2 characters that get to play back and forth or anything?
No, it's not. It's simultaneous, but one of them is like not there really, not the same. It's a really well drawn comic for some reason. I just played Skulljagger. If you remember, it has 78 pages in the manual and 76
Lord.
of them are this.
Yeah, and like half of it is just a novel.
Not half, 76 out of 78 is a novel. It's 2 pages for how to play. Who's this lady? Did I miss something?
I'm prepared to go ahead and call my shot. The best thing about this game is the manual.
Yeah, that's probably true. Bubsy shakes his ass on the title screen. I used that image for the arcade pit.
Oh yeah, I use that for Cusa Grande now. That's why I asked you for it.
The absolute definitive object of the game.
So the cats in the car with Bubsy, if the cartoon pilot is to be believed, are like his niece and nephew. That for some reason he is acting as their guardian. I don't know.
This game does things that on the outside make it sound like, wow, they fixed Bubsy 2. From Bubsy 1 having no health bar, no items or anything like that. Coming in here, they've got items, they've got a health bar. They've got a worse game, somehow. We'll get to it.
This is definitely not the worst SNES game, but this is definitely the worst Bubsy game. And as someone who's played every Bubsy game, oh no, that's tough. Never mind. I forgot that they made 2 modern ones. Okay, all the real Bubsy games, this is the worst of them.
No true Bubsy fallacy.
I don't count Gianna Sisters and Bit Trip Runner, sorry. Worse than the Jaguar one? The Jaguar one's one of my favorites.
Frogapult and Armadillo Drop are 2 mini games. Frogapult's alright. Armadillo Drop not really great. Liquid Lunacy I don't remember. Guess we'll see it. Here's your favorite characters. Ella and Ella. Who are these 2?
I don't remember their names. They appear in the cartoon as well.
2-player friendly and feisty mode.
Like, Bubsy's best friend is an armadillo, and then there's the 2 other child bobcats that are like his niece and nephew.
Okay, so here's the 2-player mode friendly. They fly around, they can't be hurt, they throw bananas, it stun enemies, something like that. It's alright, it's a little better mode. I'm gonna give them credit for that concept. You don't see it very often. The other one is you attack him with the friends. Which is unusual.
I'm gonna look up his niece and nephew's name.
We have a lot of usable items. They're strange.
Their names are Terry and Terry. Terry with a Y and Terry with an I. So, just about as annoying as you would imagine a Bubsy character to be. And Arnold is the armadillo.
I don't really understand the portable hole, but it's some kind of level leave and you can come back to where it was. It's your own custom checkpoint. It's such a sophisticated mechanic that is way out of place here and not used correctly. It's like a Ori and the Blind Forest level of checkpointing, and it doesn't make any sense to put it in this game. On the other paw.
Classic.
Then you have a gun and a bomb, you know, regular items. Cats love band-aids. You have to sort through the flavor text to figure out what all of this is saying.
Trying to see if I can find information about what their parents' name was, what Bubsy's sibling's name was. I can't find that information. It's not available.
Accolade.
Bubsy, 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 Bobcat!
Oh, they're Bubsy's cousins, not niece and nephew. That's... okay. Fine.
I like it!
The music has gone into like full-on circus mode. Like it's pure Amiga vibes music. It's crazy beeps and video game songs.
Yeah, I don't know which version came first, because there was a Super Nintendo version and a Genesis version of this one. I think... wasn't the Genesis the original one for the first game?
I am not.
I just wonder if that kind of influenced the sound design, like they designed it one time and then just ported it over.
I forget exactly what this... I just read the manual, I still don't remember exactly what this third, fourth, and second floor crap means. If you really just only do one bit of the game. Let me reopen it real quick. Maybe you can just play a third of the game and be done with it. Let's see.
Play
Enjoy
for
the
points
music while
or play for pink slips?
Take an easy visit to the first floor. Second floor is harder, third floor obviously harder than that. Sounds like you can defeat the game with just any of those, which is strange. So the Grand Tour is the whole game, and the rest of it is like, you're just skipping a huge chunk of it. And that's an unusual option. I'll play for points, I guess. Ugh. And then there's the wing. Let me open the manual back up and see what that is. I forget. So yeah, there is a speedrun mode, sort of, like, where they give you points based on your clock instead of, score.
Right.
Care about that. Trying to find the wing, I don't see that anywhere.
I think it's just groups of stages, because this has like a hub system where you can choose what level you want to go into.
Each wing is entirely different with its own challenges. It's like having two Amazatoriums in one. Choose the tour. Okay, so we have 3 sets of 2 sets of stages for some reason. Just content upon content. And when you start Bubsy 2, it sounds like taking a piss. Let's go.
I wonder if this is yet another sort of concession made to try to improve the game. You know, like the health system was trying to improve on the idea of one-hit kills and stuff like that. I wonder if this was one of those things where it's like people complained that they couldn't reach some of the levels because they couldn't beat the earlier ones. And this is like, okay, well, you can go into any level you want to now.
Keep this under wraps.
It's weird because this game really does have a lot of neat features, and it doesn't deliver somehow. It's because, well, first of all, it runs like shit. You might notice that it's like in turbo mode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. That's one of the big problems. The stage design is abysmal. It's still got classic obstacles like this, but they don't hurt.
That's
you
always been
anymore.
my complaint about this game. It's strange that they changed the mechanics too, because I feel like one of the things Bubsy 1 got right was that it controlled really nicely.
Enemies take multiple hits. There's switches that you hit up on. That's what that was. There's an item.
What does that item do?
I think it lets me swim. I have it in my inventory here. Here's my black hole. Yeah.
Is the writer's strike over yet?
Relevant to today, back in the day. Alright, how do I use that now, though?
Remember,
Well, I mean, I stand by it. I think Bubsy controls well. I think it just doesn't lend itself well to the stage design, like, because you're surrounded by things that can kill you so easily. But you run very fast. You can control yourself pretty well, aside from like skidding when you stop. And the glide feels really nice to use. You can turn around instantaneously with it. You can maneuver it pretty well. I think the game controls well. I think Bubsy's problem has always been that its level design is really cluttered and packed full of stuff that will just pretty much instantly kill you.
One of the things I just dealt with, the water slide, takes your control away, and that's one of the problems with controls. Our health bar is represented by the sadness level of Bubsy. How depressed he is up there is how hurt he is.
Oh, he's looking pretty sad.
There's a ton of checkpoints in this game. There's a ridiculous pile of items everywhere. I feel like you still probably can't really get a 1-up from... That's one of the things Bubsy did, was 500 yard in one stage to get a 1-up, and you didn't ever have that option. Oop.
Yeah. That was never going to happen.
This game is animated more poorly. It runs way too fast. Items are, I guess, a good idea. I mean, I don't feel like you really need that.
Yeah, Bubsy's glide could probably be improved by making it so that if you're gliding to the right, pressing left doesn't turn you around, but rather just slows you down or something.
Anyway, we're seeing the problem with this game already. I'm lost. I got a checkpoint.
Yep.
Fuck knows what we're just here now. There's bouncy pads. I can't see anything because we're so zoomed in. Some directions progress. Like, the first game was a little bit of a maze here and there, and there was an actual maze in the world too, but generally speaking, go right is the solution. It's harder here. Is there water? Can I jump in the water with my thing? Let's try it. Oops, wasted that. This is what this is for. Secret hunting.
Oh my god.
It's a
drowning out.
Bonus rounds.
Do you get it?
Remember. No.
Smite, do you get it?
No, what happened? Drowning out?
Drown and out? It's like down and out, but it's with drown.
Away I go.
Oh, here I go dying again.
Who wrote this stuff?
Big name voice actor for Bubsy here, right?
Was this the Rob Paulson era?
I think it is. These cards are money for buying items. We can store up quite a bit of it. Anyway, I don't know how to use it, but somehow, some way you can use that black hole to leave the stage. Don't know why you would. And you can go back to where you were. If you just, like, I guess, get sick of the stage, you do have to beat it, though. So it's not like you can just...
I wonder if it's just to go use the shop and then come back.
I don't know if you get access to the shop until you touch the end. It's
okay.
It's to choose a different stage.
Oh. Could just be one of those half-baked ideas, like they had a concept in mind that would have made sense with it, and it just never came to fruition.
I didn't get enough marbles.
Even I'm impressed.
It's just like... Alright, here we go. We can sell them. That's right. I forgot. You can sell the items. So this is what I use black holes for. Fuck that. We don't need to go swimming. That's stupid. We don't
Just
need...
buy a bunch of lives.
Yeah, you can just exchange all of the items that are kind of crappy, except for the gun and the bombs, for just, like, 1-ups.
What is the 51 thing you have?
The first one, that's the gun shot.
Okay.
It's just
So you
an
could have
orb.
sold that for 51 cards and just bought 5 more lives?
Yes. I do like it. I don't need 51 shots, though. He's using it right there.
Strike back.
Star Boars. See, it's a reference to Star Trek, authorblues. Keeping up with
That
these?
makes sense.
They keep throwing them. I'm gonna check if it's an instant death spike. I'm not sure. Health bar is ignored or not. Oh, it's not a spike at all. Oh, color me surprised. That, however, is fire. Which doesn't hurt you, it just removes your control away. You still have the LNR camera pan. Works better in this game, honestly. It's just, the frame rate is so bad. I don't know what his deal is. It's chugging so much. Optimization and stuff is a big part of this. I think they're trying to draw too much at once. Oh, I don't want to be down here. What do you think of the music?
I mean, doesn't seem thematically appropriate for the level. This sounds like music you'd hear in like a colonial era.
DOS game?
Yeah.
If you're doing King's Quest and they got sucked back into the Revolutionary War.
I think my biggest gripe with Bubsy 2 is that I don't think it's charming enough to pull off being as frustrating as it is. Like, I think the first game is relatively charming. I think that Bubsy Jaguar is equally as frustrating as Bubsy 2 in a lot of ways. Not exactly the same ways, but in a lot of ways. But I think a lot of its theming makes it a very charming game. This just feels like very labyrinthian, but without any real payoff.
If you would like to highlight your face and do nothing when you press the use button, you have that option. Isn't that cool?
Do you think Bubsy would have performed well in the Revolutionary War? He would have fought for the Redcoats.
Ah, nuts.
Ah, nuts. Classic Chip and Dale phrase. Oh, we're jazzy now in space. Is the music just random? It's got bad energy to it. I don't know where to go, but that's... Bubsy Jaguar definitely had mazes as well. They got really into the idea after the first game of just not knowing where to go. Is Bubsy tradition, a new one. Oh, that's a spike. Watch out. And also, yes, it ignores your health bar.
Is there a doctor in the house?
It's an audio nightmare. The music is... Like, I didn't think the music in Bubsy 1 was fantastic, but it actually is when you look at this as the comparison. It kind of fits the game, and this doesn't. I don't know where to go at all. Seems like I'm supposed to go down in space. Navigating this doesn't feel good. Ah.
Got very close there.
That might be the one. That's my gun. What do you think?
I love the sound effect they have for it. They could have picked any sound effect in the entire world and it's just wheep.
Slide whistle. Zoom. Now, we got the Llama Lana problem of what the fuck did that switch do? It's just, where did I go now? I'm sure it did something somewhere. Ooh, 2 coins. What if he taps on the screen if I wait? Big Bubsy stretch. I don't think he's gonna do it.
Nope. Doesn't seem like it.
Okay, here's our prize for hitting that switch. So that doesn't move forward any. Some lost, still. And soon I will be dead.
Bye-bye.
This checkpoint implies progress, but the way the game is designed, you never know if you went backwards or forwards with one of them.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a lot of stuff to my right that I'm supposed to go see somehow. How do I get up there?
You go up to the next floor up, can you climb up that arrow?
There's probably a warp or something, because it seems like this is all sealed off. Can I go even higher?
Nope, that arrow doesn't lead to anything.
Oh shit. Come on, Bubs. Oh, the flag for some reason takes away my controls. What?
It's the old slide mechanic from the first game.
Nope, this is a dead end as well, and this door I've gone into a couple times now. It sends you all the way to the bottom for some reason. There might be just another door around that I'm supposed to find, but what are these arrows pointing at then? They thought they had something going on with them. This is what the whole game is like, more or less. This is probably it. Finally found some door. Ah yes, it's time to shmup. This is a classic of game where you put a shmup into a game that's not a shmup. And it's always the worst damn shmup you've ever seen. Like, it's always this. Huge enemies, huge hitbox on you, spammable gun, button mashing to win it.
Whoever made this was mad that Accolade told them they had to make another Bubsy game, so they said, by God, I'm gonna put a shmup in it.
I always suspect because when I was in programming class, that's the kind of game that I could make like day one. Like,
Yeah.
I typed in Hello World and then I made a shmup in the same day, basically. I always figure that they just had an intern on lunch break and he just like threw it in there or something. It seems to happen a lot. Anyway, my shmup was better than what we just did. It only had cubes, but it was good cubes. They were fun. They shot little cubes. I'm stuck here. This is a dead end, actually. Maybe we go back in the door.
Yeah, those doors are... They don't always go back the way they came, so...
Plus, my controls almost got tossed into one of the weird spikes that are very inconspicuous. Oh, that's instant death as well. Pretty rough to deal with.
Well, at least you got what was in the chest.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So we go back into the shmup zone because the checkpoint did not credit me for clearing the tough battle in space.
Well, they put Bubsy through every other genre, so there's no reason they couldn't make a Bubsy shmup next.
Adventure game? Oof.
Oh.
Mr. Yakko, can you give me a... Oh!
Did this game come out before or after Animaniacs?
Probably.
Bubsy 1 was 93, if I'm not mistaken.
What now? I guess I'll go back in here. And... maybe back in here again. Yeah, that's the ticket. Just enter the door twice. Would you like to speedrun Bubsy 2?
No.
If you knew the route, maybe it wouldn't be so bad, I guess. I don't know. It seems wrong. We're up here now. These anchors are certainly damaged. The lasers only hurt us if we touch the light part. The orb part, which is also part of it, is not a part of it. If that makes sense. Oh, there it is. It's just sitting here. Things are just like randomly placed. They made so many levels. This is how they made so many levels. They didn't make levels. They just kind of threw assets at it. It doesn't feel designed. The first game was designed wrong, but it felt designed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I don't think I actually do care about the gun in practice. I would just go ahead and get ourselves 10 lives. That's a nice mechanic, I guess. I haven't seen the bonus rounds yet. I only saw the water one. There's 2 more, and they're worse.
I feel like for all of its problems, the fact that you have such ample access to lives is kind of a positive.
Go for Baroque.
This is... I'm just pressing right here, and it's doing that. I guess because of the incline. It's weird. The Jaguar Bubsy game had like an Alice in Wonderland fantasy kind of storytelling going on, right? So it was like a little bit more understandable why things like this existed.
Right.
Now it's just kind of
Yeah, it was going in and out of fairy tales. Or, I mean, they weren't all fairy tales, but I mean, you know, that was presumably the concept. So you had Alice in Wonderland, 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Arabian Nights, Hansel and Gretel.
I've not hit a single one of these yet. I don't know why. It's with the power level in these frogs. Aha.
You figured it out?
No. I feel like the frogs are different or something. But on the left I control the power, and on the right, obviously, when it's shooting. It should be a simple... I don't know why it sounds like this. But...
Do you have any intuition on what sort of things you're supposed to collect? Like, are the stars better than...
Yeah, collect them all. Check out the star getting upset. He's gonna get hit, and he knows it. Incredible.
It's a good face.
We got nothing. We got nothing.
Remember, I am a trained professional.
Now that we did that, the door now goes over here, which goes to another one. Here's the worst bonus round. Now that we've seen them all, I feel better.
Oh, you're playing as Arnold.
You have no control here whatsoever, it feels like. You're supposed to, but how do you go right here? Your goal is to not get run over at the end. Often the goal of armadillos. We have failed. Now, it's kind of like impossible to know. And also at this point, I think we're screwed. Oh, there we go. I guess if you go too far to the right, you can just assume you're gonna get taken out. Wow, that's steep. Beautiful audio design.
They knew what they were doing.
I've failed again. Just trying to see the victory screen one time in my life here. We have 10 seconds left. Is there even a victory? It looks like there is in the center over there. How do you get there?
It was like a green door that was like locked. It looked like you were hitting a switch to open it, but then it didn't open.
Maybe I did that? Man, how do you get over to the right? How do you control this fella? Looks like I have some kind of slam move. It's the fan doing that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh. Okay, we didn't die, and they're happy with that, apparently.
That's all one can ask for.
I'm backing it up. We're gonna start over. This is a dead end again. Why? What is this thing? What the hell? Okay, back to the beginning of the entire thing. Let's just take it from the start. I know that there's a green switch of some kind on the left side, and we don't need to go down the right side at all. That's a trap. Except for the collectibles, I guess. Like, in the sense that you're getting things, I suppose it's not a bad bonus round, like whatever. It's the unplayability of it all that makes it suck. I found a blue switch. And a green switch. Already hit, so now what?
It looks like whatever it is should be removing that door that's right there in the way.
Is there any other switches? The sound of joy. No, I keep going that way because it seems correct, but it is death. We have to go left and somehow land in the one-up area where that shirt is. And I don't know how to do that. It seems like it can't be done. How the hell do you get over there? Is there some manner of controlling this fella that I'm not familiar with? I don't get it. Let me check the manual, I guess, on Armadillo game.
You think it's going to tell you the secret?
Use the fans. The control pad only controls the fans, not the Armadillo, apparently. That's all that you have here. That's something that's not maybe obvious. And that doesn't work here.
It doesn't seem like it prevents you from falling all the way down that tunnel.
I don't know how to solution this one. It's an impossible puzzle. Back to the beginning. Just thought I'd try to beat something I've never beaten before, but now you know why I've never beaten it before, I guess. And what is this thing supposed to be?
The springboard? Is it launching you up?
Yeah, but we're not gaining any height, and I have no control over any of that.
Okay.
There's gotta be a way to get to the center. Whatever, we're gonna hope that there's an easier one to win, maybe? Maybe that's it. Maybe he's happy with being run over, and he's fine. We still get the prizes.
Nothing can stop me now.
Anyway. That was all 3 of the minigames. Yeah. This is what a note sounds like. Ah, yes. Obviously, that opens
These
that.
levels are so feverish.
And this sends you up left. There you are. What is the purpose of the enemies taking multiple hits?
I guess they figured if Bubsy can take multiple hits, it's only fair if enemies can too. Which just feels like it defeats the point of retuning.
Got egged.
Bye-bye.
I think it is better for that he takes hits. He probably should be doing the Sonic thing though, and just have rings. Like, the health is a good idea. It works in this game. They get rid of it in the future games, I think. Can't remember for sure. Obviously 3D has health, I'm pretty sure. The other ones don't. Oh, oh man. Oh, do you like this joke? What?
It's just all very sharp.
It's funny. Alright. Alright.
You have to have a very high IQ to understand Bubsy 3D, or Bubsy 2.
The stage is just glowing guitars and being lost in a maze of trumpet pieces that disintegrate when you pull a switch. I think this is my least favorite of the tile sets. The most confusing. This and Space are both... Space maybe is worse because it interrupts it with shmup sections. That's a common thing that it does. Oh. We went backwards. I don't know where to go. You might find that hard to believe.
Yeah, you've always had such a clear sense of direction in the past. It's surprising to me that you're struggling now.
What got me there exactly? just curious. Was it that guy? I guess so. We'll start from here. Anyway, the Game Boy version is of this game. And it's worse because it's on the Game Boy and it's the same game, more or less. Tries to be, anyway. I would say that's the worst game in the entire franchise. But there are the new ones, and they cost $40 each, so that's something.
I think you can get Bit Trip Runner on sale for like $10 these days. The actual Bit Trip Runner, not the Bubsy skinned one.
Bubsy Trip Runner. You can get Streets of Rage 2 with Bubsy as a playable character. The ROM hack. It's pretty good. It's pretty strong.
All of the best Bubsy games were made by fans.
I'm having fun descending here. Alright. I knew if I kept that up, I would be dead. Hey! My face, top right.
That's the face that you get when your partner leaves you a voicemail that says, "Give me a call back, we need to talk."
Alright, let's sell the junk. There's not a fast way to do this, I don't think.
I'll be right back.
I won't be done before you get back. The bombs maybe are worth keeping because they're full screen detonations. What if I just invest in bombs here? Any enemy I see, bomb. This might be functional. These seem underpriced. I'll hang on to one of those. We finished 3 out of the 5 sets of stages. I was wondering if I can leave and come back into here. No, you're stuck. You have to finish when you enter a stage. We won't be doing that. We'll get to it later. Oh. There's gonna be 2 more sets of each stages here. Let's do this drawbridge stage. It's a normal one. The plane level is all shmup.
Surely you jest.
Use the hold to get out of a stage you accidentally entered, instead of just letting me leave it. You do have a lot of air control on the frog, so I suppose you don't really need anything other than that to hit every single target here.
Hey, cool, more frogs.
Yeah. I missed. The boats are tough. Adversaries. Got one.
Boats seem tough to hit.
Yeah, they're ridiculous. God. You have to hit 5 targets for 1 up. You have to get all 10 for 2.
That's it.
Huh. 10 seems mostly out of the question.
This game still does what Bubsy 1 does, and gives you 1-ups all the time, so it kind of... And then you have the store to buy them, so it kind of feels silly to rely on that. Also a continue, which is like 10 lives. It's just sitting there. Can't really fault them for trying to do a bonus round, I guess. These are instant death, by the way, in case you didn't think there were.
The bees?
These spikes.
Oh, gotcha.
They managed to make the game more dangerous than it was, even though we have a health bar. Also, I don't know what's over there. Who cares? We got the exit. It's fine.
But you missed a whole segment of the level, Smite. With a checkpoint and everything.
Looks like I did, and looks like I won.
You can call that winning.
I'm calling it winning. It's time for the actual shmup stage section. And that's floor 1.
Pilot's license? What for?
It's back. The quote. Was it here first?
Yeah, I think so. Pilot's license? What for?
Anyway, this is insane. You can slow it down. It's like a scrolling vertical stage. You cannot turn
Can you slow
around.
it down enough to be playable?
Yeah, I guess. It's just a weird... I think you'll get through it just by pressing this button and not doing anything else. Also, there's warps. I don't know why. I had beaten Rocketeer recently. It's got a long shmup section in it. Remember Rocketeer?
Is that the one that starts off with like the car racing segment?
Plane racing. 2 of them.
Plane racing, right.
Oh, we can.
And then
turn
it has
around
like a
with yelling our button.
shoot 'em up section?
There we go. That makes things a little bit better. The old tailspin style.
That's just how planes work.
Great score.
Wow. I thought I would try out the bombs. Couldn't use them in that level. Still interested in seeing if I have like 70 of these, if I can just walk through the level blasting. Ready for the boss?
Yeah.
Boss? I can't leave a level I went into without like the black hole item. So I guess instead
Is
of
the writer's strike over yet?
having start and select exit, they have that. Apocalypse Now. Oh, it's just a guitar, actually. It's a trumpet. There's no pork here at all. It's a sheep. Bosses never really have been Bubsy's strong point, so... You know.
Yeah, the bosses in Fractured Fairy Tales are really rough.
They're the best ones.
I think Bubsy 1 did the best bosses of just having the UFOs that you
Yarn
fight
shift.
mostly. Except for that final boss being kind of a miserable suffering.
This is just speeding up now. Hey, we defeated the fellas.
Nothing can stop me now.
That was floor 1 of 3.
Oh, like Apocalypse now, I get it.
That's a nice gentle flash. Just walk around blast and it works. It's ugly.
Who's gonna stop you?
Here we go again. Can we win this time? I guess I never understood until I read the manual that we are only controlling the fans, because that's deranged, right? That's what? That is what's happening here, though. We gotta open this wall. Somehow. And how do you get up there? Come on, you can do it. I guess I cannot do it. Where's the orange switch? I'm backing up. Spent a lot of time being lost here. There's a green switch. But I don't remember seeing a green
They actually
door.
switches? Like, are they
Yes.
doing something?
There's a door down there. It's brown, though. I don't know if the green one, for some reason, opened that one. It looks like there's a new wall in the way. That's weird. It is the worst music that it could be, so I can understand not liking it. This has less control than one of those marble games where you're like motion controlling in Breath of the Wild, trying to get the marble down the labyrinth. Ugh. There must be yet another switch. I don't think I'm gonna beat that bonus game, even cheating here. I hit both switches and it locked me out instead of letting me through. Maybe that is a victory, I don't know. Maybe not dying is all you want. Oh, did I? Unwound the blue? Well, we'll get another one, I'm sure. Can't wait to see Armadillo Stage 3. I'm gonna cheat so that we can get through here. Let me fire off one of these bombs. Yeah, that's the ticket.
That frame perfect bomb.
This is stupid. It turns them into marbles. I'm not really sure what marbles are good for, other than points. Maybe you get a 1-up for enough of them. Hard to keep track of the 1-ups. I think I don't like the bombs. I mean, I like them mechanically, I don't like the screen flickering. And the swimming suit thing is only useful in Egypt, I guess, because there's no water anywhere else. Anywhere. Yeah. Armadillo time? You bet. Oh no, not this. Well, unlike the first game, it is extremely easy to beat Bubsy 2 if you have the patience to deal with the maze, and you abuse the shop to get a billion lives. How can you miss? Man, I'm missing everything.
So with the boat one, if you got all the boats, you got 2 extra lives. Does this one equally, if you clear the whole thing, you get extra lives?
I imagine it's still 5 per target, and this one's just better than the other one. That's what I suspect. It might still be possible, but I think it's too far away. I could have only gotten 13, so those last 3 don't do anything.
I like it.
I got 2 lives.
Yeah, it's something. I was saying that is the better of the bonus rounds, but I don't really know what the water one's like, so I'm going to try to get back in there. I guess you have to use an item to get into it instead of just finding a thing. I've been saving the suit just so I can try one more time. Exciting. There's the green. I like the idea of this. Too bad it plays like this. We did it, folks. Actually, what the hell was the switch on the right good for? It just kills you. I don't understand what I even needed to hit it for. Anyway, we beat the Armadillo game.
Your first ever bonus clear.
We get time left bonus.
Your whole life has led up to this moment.
That's true. Put me in the grave, it's over.
I think so.
Oh, we got cooked. I think this might be a game that spawns the enemies back after you kill them. The other ones don't. We'll see right now at the start. I have 22 Bubsies, by the way.
Bye-bye.
That seems to be an adequate number of Bubsies.
Yeah, I killed this guy, right? I don't know, maybe not. It seems a little sparse. Usually, Bubsy keeps the enemies dead, which is an accidental... Oh my god, come on. Oh, come on, there's a wall there. That's not background, that's a big pot. I made it past it at last.
Thank goodness.
Now, why are these here in the tomb of Pharaoh?
The creatures?
The pterodactyls with the winter gear on. The sheep, yeah. The kangaroo, yeah. Yeah. Like these guys, they kind of make sense. You know.
That's it.
That's it. Randomly pulled a quote. I don't know what way I'm going. Seems like the wrong way.
That's it.
Yeah, the music is based on my momentum. How do you like it?
So it just changes based on how fast you're going?
They thought that would be smart. Maybe it would be if the music was better. I'm lost. I don't know if I'm supposed to go up here or probably am, but an enemy with 10 enemies inside of him is so lethal in this game. Getting cooked, authorblues. It's tough out here.
Hard being you, man.
I think I can go diving into the pot. Maybe. Yeah, it's bonus time. Now I know to dodge cyclones. Something that somehow I didn't already know. Jellyfish sandwich. That seems unfortunate. We got launched into space. And now the sandwich has grabbed me. What is this?
Like, what's the win condition of this bonus game? Just like collecting as many bubbles as you can?
Yeah. I don't seem to have the control I required to do that, though. I guess there's not that many bubbles. Almost there. Almost got them all. Trapped.
You were 2 away. You can't let it go.
I got him.
Good. All I've ever wanted.
My score is bigger than before.
Who wrote this stuff?
Well, there certainly is a final boss. It might be hell to get to it. But he's... Oh, we could go swimming there as well. That was fair. We certainly could just do Area 3 or whatever to see it. I'm so scared when I go into a mandatory door that's going to be a minigame. I just do not want.
Are you not enjoying the bonus games?
They were okay the first time, I guess, except for I didn't like them. But
There were good ones, except for they were bad.
Every subsequent time is worse than the one before it, so... I wanted to do the frog one and the water one twice to figure out how they worked. Didn't really want to do the armadillo one to figure out how it worked, but now that I know, don't really want to do it again. This is definitely a case of needing to zoom out big time, even for Bubsy. Down? Down? Could be. No, it couldn't be. He does a neat little twirl when he's falling. That's something. Nah, not this time. There are 50 enemies around here. Oh, that's right. If you shoot them with this, they turn into a card. And you get your money back. Basically, you just buy your bullets back.
Oh. Kind of makes sense.
It's better than jumping on them damage-wise.
Less risky in a lot of ways, yeah.
Well, it just does more damage. Ugh.
I wonder if that's just what they kind of expected, is that once you realize that trade-off, you just use the gun for most things.
Damn, I cannot make it. I don't know if this is the way forward or not. I think there's a switch to hit to get this open. It's really hard to spot though. It's not correctly done. It's that lion, I think. Oh. It says go down. Oop. Oh, the wind up. You have to like tap the button a couple times to get the fire for some reason. Hey.
But can you just... just keep attacking the bullets and...
Keep getting a rebate. But since you can sell it for 1-to-1, not really a point to it. Okay, well, I never want to see any of these items again, so... What's your favorite level type?
Level type?
Yeah. We got space.
Nothing can stop me
Space
now.
space pirates. We got Egypt with the kangaroos at the shmup stage. There's the castle, and then there's Music Town.
Oh, this was supposed to be pirates. But
Space
space. Well, that's just misleading then.
It is kind of disappointing. Think you're going to some cool pirate ship and you're just out in space. Lost in space, no less. Does this look like the right direction to you?
I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to what the right direction is.
We'll know soon, I guess, if it's correct. I'm going up. That's the current strategy. Oh, I found an arrow. Now we know. I think that's telling that they felt like they had to put in arrows all over the place. They couldn't design around that. The first game would have let me get out of this situation here with Glide. I can't do it here because it's too janky. Normally glide gives you like this combat form, but it can't lose. But here, I cannot get into it because my normal jump is too high. Ooh, a 2 shirt. Wow.
Don't hate to see that.
And the answer there was to just go into the twice again.
One thing I will say about the shmup sections is that when you encounter one, you basically know that you're on the right track now.
Yeah.
Like, if you're just hopping around between doors, there's maybe some questions, but when you see a shmup section, it's like, well, it's not going to let me go backwards through this, probably, so it's probably forward progress.
Actually, I think I'm back where I was.
Well, then I'll shut up.
I think it's just took me for a ride and put me back through the door I started from or something like that, because I'm back here again. I can tell I've been here because there's yarn missing and there's less enemies than there were. Checkpoint though. And here's where those butterflies were that got me. That's the shmup door right there. Yeah, we weren't supposed to go into that shmup. That shmup was just for fun. Good times of getting score up.
Did you have fun?
Nah.
Oh.
Could have though. Now this shmup, on the other hand, I feel like is good for my business. Nice.
Nothing can stop me now.
Hey, we did it. 3 levels done. We're almost done with Area 2. That's exciting.
Another swine mess.
Turbo. The plane. You can turn it around, so I guess it's better than I thought it was. I don't think you can turn the spaceship around. It's still really weird, big shmup. Like, compare it to like a basic, like, Galaga. Would you rather play this?
No. Though it seems like some elements of it are wanting to be like Galaga, like the ability to shoot downward kind of reminds me of... Or not, I'm sorry, I'm not thinking, not Galaga, Gradius.
Yeah, I went back further to just arcade shooting game, like Space Invaders.
Keep it up, just keep it up.
Comparing it to a successful shmup like Gradius, I feel like is a Titan versus an ant. This is not working. It has a lot of visual going on, and it kind of works against it. If it were just better done, the style would be fine. Oh, we're getting cooked. Got the 2 up though. The exit for this stage is now randomly placed. It feels like it's somewhere.
What if it just moved it every time?
Might as well. Here's a warp. Like, it could be in the top left for all I know. Who knows? Could be anywhere. The music has died on me. We're just looking for a big orb. Anybody seen one? The first game also had a bunch of secrets that nobody would ever bother with. You'll bother with them in this because you'll stumble into them because you're lost. I didn't like that music anyway. It's fine. Checkpoint. Checkpoint again. Checkpoint again.
Two of them right next to each other.
They have 15 minutes to do this stage. The doors are randomly placing me in different places. I know that's not right. Is that it? This is the center there, right? We need to get inside this fortress
Just
here.
gotta figure out how to get down into that cave.
Everybody's favorite songs are back. These guys are staying dead.
Small mercy.
Lost in the sticks of this canyon here. Music's gone again. Now, it's right below me right now, so how do I get down there? I imagine it is in there, that's my suspicion. So if I go up and left, maybe I can get in. Why is the music breaking? It's funny. Too much action. It's looking like it's not in here, it's just a big empty place. Is there, I guess, is there a map, Bubsy 2, around?
You can look it up.
Somebody make one? Oof. I found it. And it's in the center left of the bottom quadrant, area 3. I turbo now. Oh. The jump button also confirms that you want to enter the level, which is the wrong button to do that with. Oh man, the sharps. All of that was incorrect. Lost a lot of health, getting my health back. Now I'm dead again. So, to be clear, the band-aid gives you 2 health back. Max of 3. Don't really want to play the frog game again, so...
Yeah, I don't see anything for Bubsy 2.
Unfortunate.
If you can believe it, people aren't championing the bit to make maps for this game.
I can't believe it. Oh. Go this way. Bubsy 2 ROM hack where there's just a compass that points towards the exit at all times. Even that wouldn't be useful though because of the way you warp around. There's really no fix for the stage design. You would have to just rehaul the whole thing. Going down. Wow. Another door. Another warp. We're just in, like, quadrant 4 now. It's just completely dissociated from the other side. Because there's a huge wall in the way. You couldn't have gotten here without the teleport. Man.
I don't know what... I don't know why all the Bubsy games have this one common through line of doors that sort of... It's unclear whether or not they help you or hurt you. I don't... That's like a theme in every single Bubsy game.
I like it.
Bubs time. Here comes your boss.
Do you believe in miracles?
Do you? These enemies have too much health, right? Like, damn.
Also, it doesn't really feel like a compelling boss fight that's just like a bunch of dudes.
It's hard to hit them before the door closes, especially when they speed up, and the door is randomly pulled out of what's left.
Yeah, you almost just have to gamble on which door is going to open, because if you wait to see, you're probably too late.
Let's get space out of the way one last time. I go this way. Well, for all you bub heads at home who want to see the other half of the game, be my guest. We're not doing the East Wing. You got a lot of content. I've given you half the game here so you can enjoy it and prepare for the other half.
Thank goodness.
Try
Thank
Frenzy
goodness
mode.
someone's looking into this game.
They told me to go this way. It kind of just confused me, so now what? I need more arrows. Oh no. He's blasting. We good? What is the... Holy shit. This is the start, damn it.
The screen just kept scrolling.
I thought it was gonna be new. Oh, it's a dead end. There. A checkpoint of some kind. Are you winning, son? Going down.
What were they thinking?
Oh, another one. I don't know if that's better than the one I just had 5 feet over there. Hey, that looks like a door of progress. Nice.
You go in and it takes you all the way back to the beginning again.
At least it's not a soft lock checkpoint.
Remember, you do not under any circumstances have to hand it to Bubsy too.
There's a checkpoint with no obstacles in the way of me and the exit. Could have just flown me into it with the shmup section there.
Nothing can stop me now.
The adaptive music is on the big list of ideas this game had that didn't come out correctly, but are neat to think about.
I like it.
I feel like one of these shmup sections you're supposed to just turn left. Maybe it was the last one that I got lost on. There's a checkpoint right below the start of the game. There's another one beside that one. What? I gotta investigate and hope that I can find the exit. I don't know any idea where it is.
Oh, these flying squirrels are gnarly.
They're very tiny.
Ah, nuts.
I think if the game ran better, it would be a huge step in the right direction, but they could have done without the stage design being this way. This way. That way. Left now. This way? This way. This way. This way? This way. Oh. They default turned me the wrong way, I think. Which could get confusing. Better watch out for that. Yeah, they sure did. They default just in the wrong direction from that checkpoint, so... Eat shit.
Love it.
Just get out of here. 3 levels to go. Authorblues, we're almost there. We're almost half done with the game that I'm not going to do the other half of.
Oh, but you gotta do the other half.
I don't think there's anything to it that's different. Or, like...
Well, you wouldn't know, because you're not playing it.
I feel like I've done it in the past. And that's good enough for me.
Is the writer's strike over yet?
Also, they like randomly pull the quotes now instead of making relevant jokes. Which I feel like is the point of the jokes. They're not like bangers. They're not. You can't just say them. Oh. Pig. This way, I guess. When you're in these stages, if you follow the water, you're probably going the right way, but also if you follow it too well, you'll land in the water and die. Just something to keep in mind.
Okay, I'm writing down the semi-notes. Follow the water, but don't follow it too good.
Yeah, follow it, but badly. That's important.
I love that snake. That snake has real wobbly python vibes. That snake that is terrified to be here.
Yeah. That arrow said go up. I guess I will. The rest of this is all bonus anyway. How do you go up, though? Oh, hey. We're going down instead. Oh, we're going this way now. There's conflicting arrows. Big tomb. Damn. I wonder if anyone does think, not that this game is good or not, I'm sure someone does, but that this one's better than the first one.
I'm sure there's someone out there that
It usually
really goes
is.
to bat for this game.
Well, it's got 2-player mode, that's something. Maybe you got a little brother mode that you need to use. You got that in Bubsy 1.
I think if you have a little brother, the greatest thing you can do for them is to not subject them to Bubsy.
Have them hold the controller upside down and tell them they're the one playing. That's the classic little brother mode.
Hey, you followed the water. Good job.
Yeah, but not too close, or I would have drowned in that
I
plot.
noticed that you followed it kind of poorly.
That's
I don't mean to
advanced.
cast aspersions, but like the way that you followed it, not very good.
Intentionally badly followed the water. I don't know where to go then. If this doesn't go any higher, that's not good.
You go through that wall at the bottom.
I need to hit a switch to open that door. I think. I think that is the way forward, though. It's like no way to win this. No, nothing that I do. No action can be taken to beat this sheep who's firing a projectile. I haven't seen that dung beetle up there yet. I'm checking him out. Oh, it's a pig upside down. Never mind. The art threw me. I have seen him many times. How is he upside down?
Your idea of what that was is way better. It's at least appropriate to the setting.
Yeah, I don't know why there's a business pig in the first place, let alone in any single one of these levels. He doesn't fit in any single one of them, not any of them. Maybe the music level, I guess, if you're drunk enough, you could say that that's where he goes. He don't belong in space. He don't go to Fantasy Castle Land or Egypt Town here. He's in all of them, though. I think I'm just gonna take a mulligan and get put back on the checkpoint here, figure out where to go. Okay, we'll just take that death too, it's fine. The skyline is plagued with pigs in business suits. Can't even move. There's 10 enemies. This is a dead end, right? Like, that's all it is. It's weird. But it is true. Seemingly. Going down. This door is fake. That's the first one of those I've seen. Damn. This is the third area, so it is this difficult as a rule. They're all gonna be like this. This might be the hardest of what's left, though. This and the music level are gonna be hard to figure.
Yeah, considering this is the third floor, I guess is probably like the most obnoxious variant of this level.
Here's this again, but I don't know how to open this door, and I think that is the finish line. Like, we need to find a switch that I can't get to somehow. I suspect there's just a switch somewhere that will open that, and that's the exit. It's gonna be super, super hard to see it. The music is fluctuating wildly, deterministic on various things. I don't really understand how or why they did it that way.
Music?
Yeah. Oh, fall damage. I forgot that was even a thing. Couldn't get out of that one. Now this says go down, and after that, it's pretty much the last of the directions I've got.
Hmm. The water.
I think the water's wrong. There's a new checkpoint though.
How can the water be wrong?
Seems like it's wrong. Anyway, that's how it can be wrong. Might need to open up an FAQ and hope for directions in just general words on where I should be going. These guys definitely respawned. I took the time to take them out last time. They're back, so this isn't gonna get any easier. I thought maybe if I threw enough lives at it, we would just be able to smooth clear to where I haven't been. But if they're respawning enemies, I can't tell if I've been there or not.
This is floor 3.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Eternal struggle. being lost in Bubsy 2. Here's the switch, right here. See it? I've been looking for that 100 years. That's probably it. Probably just gonna warp me right to the exit. Yeah, there it is. Just needed to find a way up to that floor and hit the switch that's very hard to see in the wall. The music can't handle its own game sometimes. I'm not doing anything to cause that.
Nothing can stop me now.
I guess I'll buy another one up. I got 11 bubs. Seems like a lot of bubs.
We had 22.
Yeah, I was kind of throwing them impatiently at that level. I would say that Castle Land is the best ones. Still kind of smelly, but it's the least offensive palette. It's got triple parallax back there. Looks alright. Looks a lot like Bubsy 1 art compared to everything else.
Yeah. This is definitely the most in the vein of Bubsy 1 or Bubsy Jaguar.
Do I want to be down here? Probably not. What's this? Oh no. Oh no. So the green switch opens the brown gates. For some reason.
That's a cheap trick.
Oh, almost got kangarooed.
Hey, two lives for free.
Awesome. So much stuff has been done here. Where am I? It's a wall. I bet it's up top right for real this time, not fake top right. Man. Oh, there's a bee. Damn. Damn.
Those bees really have it out for you.
They always do. I don't know if this is the right way. That seems wrong. I suspect I need to stay up top. At the very least. Yeah, there it is. What a suspicion. wonder if you can be killed by that guy, actually. Hold on a second. No, he's doomed. We got Bubsy armor once we hit that orb.
Oh, it won't let you die.
Yeah.
Another swine mess.
Why is zipping pants is the stage loading sound?
I'll be back.
Might as well be a toilet flush. Like what? This is it, the final stage. Authorblues.
Fortunately, the music stages have been, I think, maybe the least painful. Not painful, just the least.
Time for frogging. I guess I should be aiming for the boats when I get the chance, since they're impossible. I'm not gonna be able to get them on this pass because I can go after them hard enough. I need to fire way in advance to get them. Too early. They're so hard to hit, damn. Seems like a waste of your time, honestly, because even when you get them, they're worth the same amount of points as the other things. I don't find Rayman to be very interesting when I played it. Just thought it was kind of boring. I thought it was a fine game otherwise. Like mechanically sound.
Rayman seems like a good game that's just plagued by being too difficult. I mean, I don't get the impression, considering I haven't played a ton of Rayman in my life, I don't get the impression it's a bad game. I think it's fairly beloved by the people who, you know, play it.
Fairly beloved.
It seems like it's not necessarily fun casually because it's over hard.
How did that work? Hey! I left combat form because I landed, that's why.
I love how every time you jump in those tight spaces, it looks like you're gonna clip through the floor or something.
I thought you were gonna say I jumped into an enemy.
Well, that's a
true.
given for Bubsy.
Yeah, there's more enemies in this concentration than concentration-wise than in all the other ones. I feel like they're just everywhere. They're pouring in.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that. I mean, it's no matter where you're standing, there's always an enemy directly above you. That's Bubsy 2 level design.
It's just 5 enemies on screen at all times. Going up, but also right.
I mean, that's fine if you didn't find Rayman 1 all that difficult, but I mean, I think the consensus is that it is very difficult, so I would consider you an outlier if you're like, Rayman 1's not that hard. That's good, but that's like a very personal situation you find yourself in.
Some kind of gamer over here. So we have an arrow pointing left and an arrow pointing right. What do you do?
But one of them has to be correct.
I feel like that's not true. Like they're both wrong. I think that's an assumption. That's like when one door tells the truth and the other tells a lie. You're assuming that those are actually the rules. That's a mistake. You're screwed.
Surprise! It's a secret third thing.
They're both lying. What if the one who told the rules was the one who always lies? There it is, just sitting up here in the top left. Although the victory music just doesn't work anymore. This is done, it's cooked. Everything in this game is cooked. We're at the final boss, authorblues, and I think it is different from what we've seen so far.
I like it.
I just don't think Bubsy 2 is designed to be fun, you know? Like, it's not... It doesn't have the charming
Another
aspect to it. It's very repetitive. It's all much too dense and so labyrinthian with no tell of what their correct direction is. Like, that is a problem, a legitimate complaint about Bubsy Jaguar, is that it can be very labyrinthian and you can have a hard time telling whether or not you're making progress. But generally speaking, with Bubsy Jaguar, like, you have a sense of whether or not you're moving forward or backward. The level is laid out either left to right or bottom to top or something. There's only a few levels where that's not true.
I died.
I like it.
The final boss music wasn't playing. Maybe we'll hear it, maybe we won't. Can't control it.
Nothing can stop me now.
That's right.
That's Oinker P. Ham. Thank you for asking.
That's right. He's throwing pies. I don't know why there's penguins in the back. Also, if he jumps, we get hit by the screen. So he's only vulnerable to diving, but he does counter it with that move, so you need to get off of him. You can't just enjoy being up there.
Seems like it's at least on a timer how often he jumps. So, you know, if you get 2 or 3 good hits, you know to move out of the way.
Current score 1.
Do you believe in miracles?
Boss seems frustrating the same way that the boss of Bubsy 1 is frustrating. Like, it's just too many different things going on screen at once that it feels very arbitrary. I think this one's maybe less bad than Bubsy 1's final boss. I have a lot of legitimate complaints about Bubsy 1's final boss. The checkpointing in that level's terrible, and that boss is really frustrating.
Yeah, that boss is weird. I don't really have a good plan for that boss.
Yeah, you kind of just have to go really hard on it and hope that you don't get hit by some weird mix-up. This one seems like it's doing something similar, like it's got 3 different types of attacks, but at least it seems like if you are patient, you can probably make sure you're never in a position to take too much random damage.
The hitboxes being weird are why I'm taking damage, not because I don't know what to do.
Right.
And that's a problem the first boss has as well, but it's not as bad here, but this boss also takes 10 times as much damage. So there's that. There he is.
Oh, it's the business pig.
What is this?
That was the feet on the bottom of the robot.
I don't know why
I don't know why it was
broken,
still there.
I'm sure you can look up a long play if you'd like to hear it. Anyway, we defeated Oinker Pyam. Hog. Can't remember.
Well, it sounds like it's time for the West Wing.
Nah, I'm good, I think.
Well, tell me, Smite, did this playthrough make you appreciate Bubsy 2 more, or did it galvanize your opinion about Bubsy 2?
I forgot how many features it has that should be good,
Bubsy, 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 Bubsy,
but aren't good.
It really is interesting how many concessions they seem to have made to try to make Bubsy better that just feel like they make it worse.
Next score for the game. I actually am going to give it 5 on unique ideas.
I like
I
it.
threw them all at the wall here. Stage design is getting 1. It's as bad as it gets. Controls are worse than before. Honestly, maybe a 1 there too. Like it doesn't control the way the first game does. It's too skippy. It's really hard to play. But then the shmup section with the plane is not the worst, so I'm gonna balance it out there. The appearance is a kind of I don't like it mess.
I am not.
The sound sucks.
Feels like visually it's about on par with the first game in my opinion, but I think the real problem is the stage design. I think if there were a rating less than 1, I would give it less than 1. Like, by comparison, it feels like it's unfair to give Bubsy 1 a 1 in stage design, you know what I mean?
Here's what I have for this game. Bubsy 1, you can see it up there. I gave it a 1 as well for stage design. But this is worse than that. I think I'm gonna give this a 0. I do that sometimes when they're off the charts. They're just I can't give it the same score as Bubsy 1 when I also didn't feel like the stage design was good in that one. But that's not the same thing that's going on here. It's worse. This one feels like I hate using the term AI. Procedurally generated is what we're calling AI now. That's what it feels like. It feels like they just told it to make a map. And it did.
Yeah. I feel like they just didn't appreciate how much that sort of enemy density hurts you. That's kind of what I think the issue with this game is that they pulled back on some of the things that probably people rightly complained about Bubsy 1. Like, you get hit by one thing and you're instantly dead. And they're like, okay, well, we'll give you a health bar. But now if Bubsy can take 3 hits, then we need 3 times as many enemies. And it's like, well, that undoes the work you're putting into it.
Who wrote this stuff?
Being able to sell the crappy items for 1-ups completely nullifies any difficulty this game has.
Yeah.
Being lost is where the challenge is. If you can find your way, you win. If not, you'll be mad. You'll be mad. So.
The fact that bullets, like, you can sell 10 of your bullets for a life, really makes for a strange economy in this game. Like, why do I care about bullets if I can just...
Yeah, where would we put Bubsy 2? I think it's worse than Air the Acrobat straight out, so up on up there.
I would agree with that. I think Air the Acrobat is rough, but this is worse.
I think it's worse than Warlock, Noah's Ark, and Jurassic Park. Rocky Rodent also, I think it's worse than Doom. It runs about as badly as Doom, but in platformer form. Doom is bad because its frame rate is actually the number 1, I think. It's just 1 per second. Nosferatu does some cool stuff, and it's a Prince of Persia fans would be mad if I said this game was worse or better than that, and I agree with them. Krusty Super Funhouse has some interesting puzzles in it. There's not really much interesting in Bubsy 2 gameplay-wise. Captain Novelin's educational. So is Mario's Time Machine, sort of, in a, again, not accurate way.
I love Mario's Time Machine. What a great game.
Incredible Hulk and Lawnmower Man. This fighter that doesn't work very well, maybe is getting closer to it, but I still think I'd rather play Great Waldo's Search than this game. I'd rather lose races in Speed Racer because the platforming section of that game is just more interesting. Maybe. I don't know, those races are really boring. I think when we get to the realm of Jelly Boy, maybe we're starting to sink into Bubsy 2 is better than these.
I would say Bubsy 2 is better than Jelly Boy.
Like Dragon's Lair.
I haven't played Jelly Boy recently, so there's not much you could do to make me play Dragon's Lair, so we're already kind of in a space where I can't comment.
Jelly Boy is freaking impossible. It's so hard. And it's so... but what Jelly Boy does that even this game doesn't do with its labyrinthine stuff is it also is this kind of labyrinthine stuff, but it has like a hidden key in every stage that you must find, and it doesn't tell you where it is, And then it has another one that is only in one of the 10 stages per world, and you have to find that too, where you can't get out of the area, and you can't beat the game. And you have to do that over and over again. It's so hard. I think that's the line. Honestly, I think Jelly Boy is probably worse than both the Simpsons games. This is getting a little too jelly here. Just because my logo is Jelly Boy, I think I have a clear bias that I need to account for here. Jelly Boy needs moved up. It's probably worse than... Well, I think I'd stop at Mohawk and Headphone Jack. I think I'd move it there. I kind of want to put it above Wolverine too, but that game's pain as it gets. I'll stop there with Jelly Boy, I think. But Bubsy 2 probably not better than the Simpsons games. There's multiple mini games in there, and I think you'll find one or two that are actually enjoyable in some bizarre way.
I like it.
The Cool World game is a game I haven't explored enough, but from what I did see, even though it's Cool World, which sucks, it's like an adventure game. It's
I
doing
think the
something...
one I played was Cool World for the NES.
Yeah, that's completely different. This one's a lot like, well, King's Quest or one of those kind of games. You're walking around. Darkseed, kind of like that game, where you're walking around the Cool World universe trying to solve a puzzle. You're using items together to do stuff. It's that kind of game on the SNES. It's unfortunately in the Cool World universe. It's a platforming point-and-click adventure.
I like it.
I think we're looking at 25th place out of 73 games for being the worst of Bubsy 2 here.
Pit Fighter at the top makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
I figured out how to beat Pit Fighter, and I was on level 8 of 15, and it only took me like 10 minutes to get to level 8, and I still couldn't find the willpower to finish the game. That's not a problem that I tend to have. I tend to be able to find the willpower to finish anything. It's so boring. It's such a lousy game. What a stinker. Well, that's Bubsy 2. What'd you think, authorblues? Did this refresh your memory of Bubsy 2?
It did. I haven't played it myself in a long time. I've only ever tinkered with it, and watching you play through it reminds me of all the things I hate about it.
It's got some good jokes like Balk in Time, and it's got a health system.
Can't wait to be forced to replay it again soon.
It's got dynamic music that breaks if you do it too much. Which I did, and we didn't get any boss music because of it.
You're too dynamic.
Dynamicing out of my mind. Well, that'll do for me. Thanks for joining me, authorblues. We got her. We got her done.
Yep. We did it.
And Bubsy 2.